sure my hair is perfect.
Speaking of perfect hair, here we are on the Jackbox. Streaman with Seaman for March 28th.
Is that
And
the date? Oh my god.
what a day we had this morning when I came to your. Well, let's wait for a little bit to see if anybody actually comes into the chat before we tell our harrowing tale. But how are you, Owen?
I'm doing all right. Yeah. Weird Al next weekend. I'm
Oh,
excited for that.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going to go to that.
Yeah.
Are you going both days?
Both days. You know it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to do that too. Then that someone who promised me a ticket kind of flaked out on me.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I don't know who it is. But they sound like someone you could forgive.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going on Saturday. Hey, Stud. Schmelik Vladikuk. What's up, guys?
Oh, Luke Bennett
Luke Bennett, what's up?
is back
Fluffy
again.
Fox, Baylor Wolf, Random. Yeah, I'm very excited about that concert. It sounds really up my alley. This
Yeah.
sort of no
Yeah.
frills Weird Al
Yeah.
experience.
It's a concert for no one.
But for us it is.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
as a concert for no one.
You know what? Here's a great comparison.
Yeah.
Our Thursday streams where you can play along with Jackbox Games with us, the developers of Jackbox Games. That's the glitzy Weird Al concert.
Mm-hmm.
The Seaman check-ins are our ill-conceived vanity tour Weird Al concert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel this is the original.
Yeah.
These are the originals.
This is what we really care about.
Yeah.
We're passionate about Seaman. We only make Jackbox Games for the cold hard cash.
Sure.
So this morning, hey Tessie. This morning I came in and I wasn't in the office yesterday. I was working from home.
Working from home.
I know, just masturbating. And I came in to say, "Hey, do they have male voices? You have like adult voices yet? What's the story with the Seamen?" And a look of terror fell over your face.
Yep. I
Hey, Yuxi.
could have sworn I forgot to feed them.
Yeah.
Yesterday, but we checked in right away. We ran into the room,
Mm-hmm.
and they were not hungry. So
Yeah, not only were they alive, they were not even hungry. So I think you just blocked out feeding them yesterday.
maybe it was such a quick thing. I haven't been talking to them because
Yeah.
I hooked up the audio wrong. So
Right. Actually, you
so-
didn't hook it up wrong. Something just came unplugged.
okay.
Yeah.
But so Seamen are alive and well, but like my gut just fucking like
Yeah.
dropped.
Now you
It
know
was
what
like,
it's like to be in like a mall and you turn around and your kid isn't there.
Yeah, Jason, I miss him.
Jason. Well, no further ado. Let's see how the Seamen are doing. What's up, Lemon? Julia, how are you? I'm from
Oh.
Poland. Welcome. Thank you for watching. What time is it in Poland? Hey, Mr. Jackson Kid. Hey, Fluffy Fox.
Do you have any Easter plans? Are you
Easter
is
plans?
Easter next weekend?
We both have Easter plans. Unless we move them. That was the day we were going to do that weird ping pong thing. Because I didn't realize we had agreed to do that on Easter. We might have to move that. Depending on if you have Easter plans or the fact that nobody might be playing ping pong on Easter.
Yeah, you can't meet girls on Easter.
I know. Listen, our plan is we're two single gentlemen in the city.
Yeah.
We're gonna go meet girls on Easter, which is the day you meet girls.
Yeah.
But enough brunch talk. Oh no, I don't have any other Easter plans. Actually, I might go to a friend's place and watch some like movies or something.
Is C2E2 also on that Sunday?
No, that's that's this weekend. Weekend after is C2E2
After.
and PAX East, where we'll be doing some fun panels and things.
Got it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, for some reason I thought next weekend was C2E2. That's weird.
I mean, it is next weekend. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
this weekend.
Okay, so sorry for the confusion.
Exactly.
Let's fucking play Seaman.
Okay,
Sure, everyone loves
Captain
this
Frost. I have a quad.
banter.
How are you guys? Emmeline over on YouTube for a change. Nice to see you. Let's check with the Seaman.
Are you gonna? What are you excited for most with C2E2?
We have some stuff that
No, I mean not you personally. I mean, like, what are you excited to see? I don't want to hear about your bullshit.
about my own bullshit. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing Jackbox and Magic Tavern stuff.
Okay, yeah,
but
Magic
you don't
Tavern
wanna hear
plug.
about
If you guys weren't
that.
aware, Magic Tavern is a thing. So
Other than that, I mean, it is part of the Jackbox thing. But we've got some really cool artists who are going to play our drawing games.
Welcome to the laboratory
Let me turn this up.
of Jean-Paul Gasset.
Jean-Paul Gasset.
This is your second visit today. It is good to have
Are
you
you
back
lonely?
so soon. At the moment, the habitat contains 2 gillmen. They are enjoying a comfortable environment.
Oh, they're enjoying a comfortable environment.
Please continue your good work watching after them.
Okay, I can do that.
I will.
Let me divulge the highlights for today.
Oh,
That's all I
If you
got
to
for
give
you.
Seaman a name, call one of the gillmen and try saying, "I will give you a name." So let us head over to
Hey,
the
Spam.
tank.
talk more about Magic Tavern.
I just turned the game up. Let me know if that's okay.
You can
I don't want it to be
subscribe
too loud.
to Magic Tavern on iTunes if you want to hear more about Magic Tavern.
Yep. And visit us at hellofromthemagictavern.com. Check out that merch page. Got some fun stuff to buy. Just check that out.
Should
Owen?
check it out.
Why aren't you buying stuff from there?
Because listen, I have to listen to Arnie almost every
All day anyway? That's fair.
So it's very hard to.
This is part of the Jackbox panel we're doing, so it's kind of cheating, but we're having a lot of cool artist player drawing games, and I'm excited to meet those guys because they have a lot of really cool people who are going to be at C2.
Do we have a list? I don't even know.
I don't have an official list, and I also don't know if everyone's 100% confirmed, so I don't want to say any names.
Let me
but
give you a name.
come by our panel
Okay, I'm
Friday,
going to let you give me
next
a name.
Friday. Wait,
When
is it Friday or
you've
Saturday?
decided what you want to call me, say.
All right, what's
I'm
the name?
All right, chat, what's the name?
What's the name?
Scared of the Easter Bunny? I am a little bit.
What's the name?
People want it louder? I can make it louder.
Oh well.
Oh.
We'll try again later.
No. No. I'm ready. Fuck you.
What do you want?
I will name you. I will give you a name. Name you.
People saying Schmitty, Buzz. We don't want more Jack hosts. I feel like we've gone down that road, and it was fatal.
Let me give you a name. I will name you.
I will name you.
So, what are you looking at me for?
Wait, let's decide on the
I
name
have
first.
to tell you, your caregiving has left something to be desired. Please try to pay closer attention.
I mean, he's not really wrong.
Well, he's fucking pissed because we didn't name him.
Yeah. J. Edgar
I'm
Hoover,
just going to give him Poopsie.
Hank, Poopsie, sure. Manny's is a better Seaman name, I think.
Okay. I will name you.
Well, don't you fret. Seaman is your friend.
Fuck you.
Now, we replaced the controller because we were having some issues with
Yeah, this is working better.
connectivity. Is
I
it?
feel like. Yeah, because I can actually talk to them.
It's rather difficult making out what's on the other side of this glass, so let me inquire. Are you a male or a female?
Male.
You're a male of the species, eh?
Yes.
Well, I was hoping to meet a lady, but I guess I'm not in a position to be too choosy, am I?
Hey, you know what? Let us live our truth there, Seaman. People saying Paul, Aurora,
I will name you. Let me give you a name.
David is a fun name for a Seaman.
I will give you a name.
Albert Wesker, says Luke Bennett.
I will name you. Name.
Derek.
What's up?
I-
So I was led to believe I would be cared for by a fairly young, responsible human being. So far, this has proven to be true, but I am wondering about your age now. Tell me, are you in your, 20s?
Yes.
Ah, I see. And
Very Jackbox
exactly
fan,
how
yes.
old are you?
26.
You're 26 years old?
Yes.
Ah, the 20s. The prime of your life, I say. The warranty hasn't run out on your body yet, and you're able to do all the things you dreamt of as a kid.
I mean, you're living the dream.
Like play Seaman in front of 12 people over the internet.
As someone who's 36, I will tell you that the body thing is true.
Are you 36?
Mhm.
Wow.
Well, wait, sorry. I'm 35, but
Yeah,
it's mostly
I
true.
mean, don't bullshit me.
Not bad voice recognition for the era. That's right, Captain Spam. I agree. And it's a very, having worked at Jellyvision, that's a very Jellyvision approach of like, Well, there are a lot of possible ages. Hey, are you in your 20s? That's like a good guess first. Because, like, I imagine the voice recognition wasn't good enough to tell 26 from 36 or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty impressed that he got artist.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Let me name you.
What do you want?
I will give you a name. I will give you a name.
Okay, I'm going to let you give me a name. When you've decided what you want to call me, say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, then.
I'm not gonna say
Here's how to
anything.
do it.
I don't want to screw
You're
this up.
going to say my new name 3 times. Each time I say now, say the name once. Got it? Now.
Mayonnaise.
One more time.
Mayonnaise.
One more time.
Mayonnaise.
Okay, I'll remember that. Next time you want to call me,
I think it was
call
the right
me
choice.
using that name. And don't forget the name you gave me. 'Cause if you do, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Well, until next time. Bye.
The Seaman makes it clear when he's done with you.
Yeah, but maybe I can call him over. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Oh.
What?
Oh, he can't.
Hey!
I love you.
Well, this is a little sudden, isn't it?
No.
I feel like second date as I love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I mean, depending.
Yeah.
I told them I loved them a lot over the weekend when I was babysitting.
Oh, Uncle Ryan,
Yeah.
like, you know, he's in love.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I care a lot about them. I like Mayo
Are you
stud.
hungry? Are you hungry?
No, this is my happy face.
Okay.
Maybe, I think he said.
Are you angry?
Yeah, I
Like,
think you heard that one. We don't have the insect cage in this playthrough yet. We're gonna hopefully get it. Of hauntings, try ketchup and mayo. It's a good combo. Otherwise known as the Wendy's.
Yeah, we Allard, the art director over here at Jackbox Games, very much enjoys dipping his French fries in his mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I feel guilty doing it though. If I'm out with him, I'll take his. Fucking
Guilty from a
mayo.
caloric perspective?
Yeah,
Sure.
I feel like it's very much overindulging.
I can see that.
Which is weird how it hasn't caught on in the States,
Mhm.
but it's very much like a European thing.
Well, the thing is, you can get like an aioli at places, like it's Chipotle aioli or something. That's just mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But I think that's more Americanly acceptable as a dipping thing. Like, Nando's, they do the
Knock it
dipping,
off.
and that's just mayonnaise.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're right. I feel like it could have caught on a lot more. I worked at McDonald's, and sometimes somebody would come in and would clearly have an accent that indicated that they were European of some kind of descent, German maybe, often German, and would ask for mayonnaise specifically because they couldn't believe there wasn't any
Does
out.
McDonald's have mayonnaise packets?
They do. And it was for something specific. It wasn't meant for the burgers. I think it was for something else. But it wasn't even like in a place where you can find it. It was like under a desk somewhere
Oh, so
that I had to
real
go
fresh.
find it. Yeah.
Real fresh.
Oh, I mean, nothing is fresh. I mean,
So I have a couple of McDonald's questions for you.
Sure.
Actually, while I tickle the Seaman.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of the now discontinued hot mustard.
Okay. I
Don't
don't think
make
I've
me
ever had
laugh.
McDonald's hot mustard.
I mean, and you probably did not serve it that often either.
I
I
was
feel like it was not popular.
I was
Hey.
an employee
Hey.
in the
I've
late
got something
90s.
to say.
Yeah, hot mustard.
Hello?
Oh.
I just remembered something. Some of my memories are coming back.
Oh,
There was this French man named Jean-Paul Gasset who was
I
trying
think
to
you saw
raise
this.
me,
I've never
and
seen
he
this.
made this cage to hold insects.
Oh, it's the insects.
And there were a lot of really tasty looking
Oh yeah,
insects in it.
I didn't see this part.
Yeah.
Is it still there? Can you take a look? Okay, so after a while, some moth larvae will start growing in there. When that happens, use the L trigger to switch screens and grab a larva.
Remember
and
all
drop it in
these
here.
controls.
Can you do
There's
that
no
for
way
me?
to learn them again. Goodbye. All right, great.
So now I gotta switch over here.
Yeah, spray your moths.
The spraying sucks.
How does this spraying work? Do you want it to be at a particular
I
numerical?
believe it's 100. You just want to keep it like
Okay.
high, right? Because red is bad.
Yeah, red is bad. You're right. You gotta get to blue. Well, there
All
you
right,
go. You're in
so
the blue.
we gotta remember to feed the moth to the Seaman this time.
Yes, we didn't do that last time. First thing you see a moth, feed to the Seaman.
Kill the moth. Okay. What is mayo? Mayo's just like eggs and oil.
I think it's eggs and oil mostly.
So how come
You can make mayonnaise.
How come mayo? How come you can't get a salmonella from mayo?
I think you could, but there are FDA rules in place about, you know.
Sure, but what's the difference between like eating cookie dough?
I think you can treat eggs in such a way as to remove the risk of salmonella or make it very small. But eggs
Well, by,
that you
like,
would get in the
pasteurizing? Can
store,
you
yeah, I think that's
pasteurize
what it
eggs
is.
without cooking them?
I think that is what it is. I'm no expert. I think that an egg you buy in a store is not necessarily
any
pasteurized.
experts out there on
Because remember, you can
mayo?
get cookie dough ice cream, and that cookie dough has been treated
sure,
as
but
such
that cookie
too.
dough is always like gross.
I mean, it's not
like
quite
very
the
crumbly.
same. Yeah.
It's not like
It's also frozen, which I think is a lot of the problem.
yeah.
You know what I've been really enjoying lately is the Halo Top ice cream.
What's that?
It's ice cream that is far less caloric, but it doesn't taste like diet ice cream. I think they use real sugar. They use a lot of fake sugar, but just enough real sugar that it still tastes the way you want it to taste.
Okay.
But whereas like Ben and Jerry's is like 200
I'm
some
gonna pee if you
a
don't
serving
stop.
in a pint, which is a pint is like 4 servings.
Okay.
Halo Top is like 70 calories a serving in a pint, and it's a lot. You can eat the whole thing and not feel like the worst garbage person.
Okay.
Just a garbage person.
Just a garbage version. Yeah, I've never been too much into ice cream in general, so
Hmm.
I'm happy you found a thing.
I did. Thank you.
Look how happy he is.
He's actually way into it. Now, is there a way to get those moths or get the larvae? Do you have to do anything with the larvae at all besides spraying? I guess not, huh?
No. Captain Sam says, so one thing I wasn't clear on, is there a way to reset the game apart from deleting the save from the Dreamcast system? I believe deleting the save is the only way to do it because it doesn't give you an option. If you just start the game and the Seaman are dead, it's an empty tank.
Yeah, in fact, I think I still don't know where the instructions went, but I think the instructions actually tell you
I
that.
think I might have the box at home, actually.
They say that you're going to have to delete the
Digital
save.
case.
And you can't have more than one save at a time. You can't have multiple Seamen.
No, you
on a
can't.
cart.
You can't juggle Seaman.
No.
I mean, I guess you could have 2 UMDs. No, you can't because there's a local save on here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's a local save and then it saves to UMD.
So you can't, like, cheat in some weird way?
I don't think so. I mean, you could do some weird shit with the clock, I think, but we're not fucking with that here.
Right. Luke Bennett, remind me again tomorrow, but I think that's a good idea. We'll play TKO tomorrow for an Easter stream, and we'll do at least throw out the idea of Easter, and people can do with that what they choose in their drawings. But we haven't played TKO for a while, so make sure to remind me so we play it first because it takes longer than a lot of our games. You had a hot mustard question?
I think I already asked it, didn't I?
Well, you just said I like hot mustard. There wasn't really a
Well,
question.
yeah, I was wondering if it was popular because it
Oh.
didn't. I mean, they discontinued it.
Not
because
in my
it
era.
was not popular.
Not in my time. I mean, when I was there, they were just discontinuing the Arch Deluxe, which was and remains my favorite McDonald's sandwich.
I don't think I ever had. What was
It's-
that? Was that?
It's very
90s?
good. It
was
is 90s to early 2000s, I
like,
think.
okay.
And it was a quarter pounder with bacon and a special sauce that was only for the Arch Deluxe.
Was it like a creamy
Yeah.
sauce?
Yeah. And we had officially taken it off the menu, but if people ordered it, we would still make it because we had all the stuff still. That sauce, we hadn't run out of the sauce, and we didn't have anything
Okay.
else to do with it. But then we ran out of the sauce, and I couldn't have an Arch Deluxe
That's
anymore.
tragic. Stott, I got the Mega 64 sweatshirt from Mega64.com
It's a cool sweatshirt.
when it was on sale. It's no longer on sale.
Yeah.
You missed out.
Gokai, that was one of the McDonald's adult burgers. They did the new fancy fish fillet.
That sounds like cat food.
They did. It was like
But
it was
like,
everything.
Put fancy in front of something.
It was a fancy
It's-
feast fillet.
Yeah.
Did it come in? Okay.
Is
They
that
did
Warren?
Yeah.
Ugh.
They did an large deluxe, and
Ugh.
they did a fancy chicken sandwich that I think they still have. And the arch deluxe was one of the few that they stuck with for a while, and then eventually they did discontinue it. But that was my favorite sandwich, and I felt like a real big man eating it.
Stod, you know what? Here, I haven't been able to find it here in New Jersey, in my hometown. They got rid of the hot mustard too, so maybe it's available in some areas. I don't know why they would do that though. Seems kind of dumb.
There are certain regional things, but yeah. I mean, there's a certain extent to which a non-franchise McDonald's can customize their menu, but it's very limited.
Okay.
We were a corporate McDonald's. We were one of the ones owned by McDonald's company itself.
What was your favorite thing? Were you cooking at McDonald's?
I cooked for like the first week. I didn't like that very much. I did the clamshell, like the burger. Like cooking a burger wasn't hard. Obviously, it's very automated. But I didn't like making the sandwiches because I could never remember.
Assembling process?
Yeah, I couldn't remember what was on each sandwich, and you had to memorize it all.
I mean, it's like 4 ingredients, right?
Yeah, it's not that hard, but
Man,
it
you
was.
were dumb.
I was a real idiot. And I did. Well, also, this was when there was more stuff at McDonald's. Like, is this the one with the sesame seed bun, or is it like the non-sesame seed bun?
I mean, sesame seed bun is only for Big Mac.
At the time, rather now, but not at the time. They were using those adult sandwiches. They were trying to put sesames on everything.
Did you guys have the pizza?
No, we never did the pizza. But within a week, I had worked up to cash register, which is what I did for pretty much my entire stay at McDonald's.
Okay.
I sort of expressed that I wanted to do cash register, and then the guy showed me, like my manager showed me a little bit how to do it, but not all. And then he walked away for a second, and then
So,
somebody showed up to order.
What month is your birthday in?
August.
You were born in August?
Yes.
You know, August is often known as the dog days of summer because the dog star is in the sky during that month.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I find that interesting.
Seaman, we've raised him to be a real weird nebbish.
No, this is the dumb one that's going to die.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about him. It was my first job, Stod. And Schmelik, my hopes and dreams back then were to get some kind of job where I could write or produce creative work for money, which I eventually did. Anyway, my manager walked away. Somebody came up to order. I'd only been half trained on the
Yeah.
cash register. He's like, I want a fucking McDonald's, whatever. And I was like, okay.
What a rude customer.
I know, he was a real
Yeah,
jackass.
wow.
And then my manager was like, I walked away because I wanted to see if you would take the initiative, and you did.
Oh, he
So
was
you can be on the
testing you.
register. Yeah.
Wow.
So I got to work on the register.
They pull some tricky shit over at
They do.
McDonald's.
They do. It was a real trial by fire.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like McDonald's back in the day, was more, was a little more involved.
Mhm.
I feel like, it was a lot of work. I feel like
It was a
to work at McDonald's.
lot of work, and you always came home
smelling of
smelling not like quite like McDonald's. It was a combination. The things that stuck to you the most were ketchup and the mini M&Ms from the McFlurries because they would stick in the treads of your shoes. And those two things together are a bad smell combination.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you still enjoy McDonald's, right?
Yes.
I mean, because we've gotten McDonald's before together.
Mhm.
Is there an item that you just can't eat anymore?
No, I was very happy to have every meal, all my lunch breaks there at
Yeah.
McDonald's. I still like McDonald's a lot. I mean, there's stuff. That was also when they were doing the real super size at the time. So I would also get myself like fucking 40 ounces of Dr. Pepper
Gotcha.
and plow through the workday.
And you still
with
were
that.
you were in good shape. I saw a picture
Uh,
of young Ryan.
That was like second year of Chicago Ryan that you saw. I was probably pretty overweight at the time, and I am now have returned to being overweight. But I was moving more during the day.
Yeah, when you're young and spry. How old were you?
17,
Okay.
something like that.
Dude, I had my first job. I was super young.
Well, yeah, really.
I feel like I was like 15 or 14
Where'd you work? 14.
at a deli.
Oh wow,
Yeah, after school I would go and I'd help close down the deli.
nice.
It's all under the table shit.
I was gonna say because in I couldn't get a job without.
I think you have to be 16. Don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to. If you wanted a job at 15, I think you could get some kind of like my parents need help waiver, of like no,
Mm.
seriously, I really need to work,
Okay.
which was not the case, luckily with my folks. But so I got a job at 16. I really wanted to work at the bookstore. I applied at a Barnes and Nobles. I applied at like several different places that weren't interested, and McDonald's was my last choice
Mm.
because I just didn't want to. It wasn't even just like not wanting to do food service. It was like, oh, I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people at this job, trying to be faster than trying, like getting things wrong. I ended up being okay at it.
I mean, the thing is that like I can't even imagine doing that. And I guess I did at the deli because eventually I started like cooking and making sandwiches.
Mhm.
But like dealing with cash just seems like the worst way to go about doing anything.
That part I was okay at, and I mean, by then the registers were telling you what change you had to give, so it
Yeah,
wasn't that
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
But sometimes people would be like, they would give me a 20, and so I would ring. Or then they would give me a 20, and I would ring it up as 20, and then they would tell me what cash to give, what change, and then they would go, "Oh, you know what? I don't want that weird odd number of cash. Here's another penny."
I fucking hated
Yeah,
that.
and it's like, okay, well now I have to do
Yeah.
it in my head. I got okay at it though. That's sort of the kind of puzzle. I'd rather do that all day than make sandwiches.
Yeah, unfortunately I had to do both.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan. I have a question. Have you seen the robot monster from Monster Inc. Monster? No, I don't think we've ever seen that one.
I've never
I've
played
only
that
seen
game.
it once on a stream. What's its power?
The robot monster. Okay, so the robot appears when you are, when you don't have enough players. When you have 3 players, maybe 2 players. I forget exactly
Knock
what
it
the
off.
minimum number for monster. I think monster the minimum number is 3. And it might be 3 or 4 players they add the robot because there's not enough dating combinations to make it interesting. So the robot gets added. It's an AI character, and its power is if you don't, if it comes in last place, everybody
it
loses.
hurts.
Right?
Yep.
So you have to date it some, in other words. What skills at McDonald's have helped me? I mean, mostly just interpersonal, like working with people who clearly don't want to be there, and neither do I, but getting the work done anyway. Trying to get stuff done kind of quickly and correctly.
For the most part.
For the most part. I mean, who cares? The dream day, which only happened a handful of times, was when we were busy enough to justify opening 2 drive-through windows, 1 to take the orders and the money, and 1 to fulfill the orders. And the reason that was amazing is because I could just ask people what they wanted, give them their change, and never have to actually get it. So I didn't have to get it, like, make their shit from the line and give it to them. I didn't have to make sure it was right. I didn't have to, like, try to do that. All I had to do was take orders and never do anything else. They just went to a different window, and they didn't exist anymore. And, like, that was the easiest thing in the world, which is why they didn't do it very often. Where do I see myself in 5 years?
Back at McDonald's.
Back at McDonald's. Gosh, you're making me really miss it. No, that was not that fun of a job. 2-window thing is much more standard. Although it's standard for, it's often that the same person is running both windows. Because the first window is just a screen. There's nobody there. It's just like, what do you want? And it's just a digital screen, which is nice because you can make sure you got it right. And then, so they're using a headset to run that window while also giving somebody else change, which I did have to do occasionally. Like, I'd be taking someone's order while giving the change for the previous order and trying to go back and forth between who I was talking to.
Hey, slow down. Whoa. 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 Gonna puke.
You're giving him seasickness. But, I mean, he's not moving.
He's so happy.
Yeah, he really looks... I think you really did a good job raising this one.
You know what? I can't remember a time where I was that happy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the saddest thing I think I've recognized.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what? You have something to aspire to now.
Yeah. I'm going to drown myself when I get home.
Perfect. It was very stressful of hauntings. It was very stressful. Then I worked at Chick-fil-A in college.
Ooh.
That was a Chick-fil-A that was built into the campus, so it was
Yeah.
like, and I
How
did
many
some
times do
other-
you think you've said my pleasure?
Well, I say it all the time anyway, but a lot.
Do you say it because of your past?
I say it because I'm
previous
constantly orgasming.
Nice. Shit.
I guess I say like, no problem, and how can I help you a lot on those jobs. I don't know if I said my pleasure because people weren't thanking me regularly.
Hey, you know what? I know there's a lot of social issues going on with Chick-fil-A for the past couple of years,
Yeah.
and you know what? But forget all that. They are generous with all the sauces. You're like, hey, can I have 20 of these sauces? And they give them to you, so it makes up for whatever.
So yeah. So anything else they do is gravy.
Yeah. But yeah, they are not shy with giving you. They want you to have those sauces.
Yeah, they do. Because they don't care.
Yeah, like at McDonald's, did you have like a limit on how many sauces you can give out?
No, I mean it would be basically like, you automatically, you ask for if they want ketchup, you throw some packets in there.
Sure.
If you're not sure, just throw a few in there. And if they ask for extra, like, usually, the thing was like, don't offer extra, but if they ask for it, it's okay to give it to them.
When did places get so stingy about sauces?
I don't know. My favorite example of that is Subway and napkins.
Really?
They don't have napkins out. They give you one, and they're like, good luck with our weird, slimy sandwich with one napkin.
and then they put it in the bag with a hot sandwich.
Yeah, and it just gets wet.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh man, Subway, eat fresh.
Subway.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's it's one of those things where it's like, this can't be saving you enough money for it to be worth the way I feel when I eat here.
yeah.
But usually if you ask, they'll be like, I guess.
But yeah, like McDonald's. I went the other day and I wanted to try out the Szechuan sauce. But I got like barbecues with it. I'm like, hey, can I get the Szechuan sauce too? And he's like, yeah, but you got to give me back one of the barbecues.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, well, what if I want the barbecues? He's like, well, you got to pay for the sauce then.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck that.
I feel like a lot of that is like, people were afraid of getting in trouble. Like, I don't think you would ever actually get in trouble unless somebody came up and was like, I need like 20 sauces.
I mean, those sauces are less than 1 cent.
Yeah.
Like for them. Like,
Taco Bell, still great with sauces.
oh
Take
yeah.
as much as you
yeah.
want.
You know why? Because I feel like not everyone gets the sauces. So like, I feel
Really?
like there's some compensation. There are people that get a lot of sauce and there are people that get no sauce.
It balances out.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right.
So do you think there will be more types in Monster Seeking Monster? I'd love to see the Gremlin, the Chupacabra, and the Brain.
The brain.
Um,
I know Arnie wants to do something else with that game eventually. Maybe do another game in that series. So who knows?
Well, hey,
We're not
this is
using.
the first time
We won't be using any of your ideas because we don't accept unsolicited ideas, but we do appreciate your enthusiasm. Of hauntings, this is the worst stream for an empty stomach. I'm hungry too, and I ate not long ago.
Yeah, this Seaman makes you a little hungry.
Can I tell you something I've been dealing with? I am trying to drink.
No.
Okay, it's erectile dysfunction. No, I've been trying to drink more tea and trying to drink less soda.
Okay.
And I make myself a big thermos of tea in the morning. Yeah, and more bourbon like you. But my problem is I bought this thermos and it's actually really good and it keeps the tea like scaldingly undrinkably hot and I can't drink it.
Is it one of the middle ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Zojirushi.
See, I don't like hot drinks in general.
Mm.
So like I'm all about the iced tea.
Yeah.
And that craves my soda craving because like I feel like I like that coldness of the soda.
I do. I like that too. I mean, sometimes in the evening I like a hot drink especially. And I'm trying to sort of unwind a little bit and decompress more in the evening, so a hot drink is nice for that. Although in the morning I do miss having just like a Diet Coke, which as you can see, I've been drinking them anyway, but I'm trying to not do it.
Hey, it's not like we're gonna find out like a couple years from now that Diet Coke's are really bad for us.
No, that'll never happen, or it hasn't happened.
Have you seen the new Diet Coke commercials? Oh, they're my favorite. It's with Jillian Jacobs, you know, the
Yep.
the girl from Community.
She's great.
They got her for this Diet Coke ad, and like it starts off with her like grabbing a Diet Coke, and like it starts off by saying like, "Here's the thing about Diet Coke." Like it's about to like get real with you that like
Truth.com.
they're like addressing some issue with Diet Coke, because obviously there is probably an issue with Diet Coke. She goes, "Here's the deal with Diet Coke," and then she opens it. She takes a sip. She goes, "It's delicious. It makes me feel good." And then the slogan, I kid you not, you can look it up on YouTube. The new Diet Coke slogan is Diet Coke because I can. Which is like, I feel like we surpassed like a
That's
cigarette moment with
good.
that. It's like cigarettes because I can.
You know, but that's not a bad advertisement for cigarettes or for Diet Coke, because it's like,
I feel like it's bad for Diet Coke because like most, like I don't think Diet Coke is a bad thing and I should, but that just reinforces like,
But
oh
it's
wait,
like
maybe there's something fucked up.
you have
with
a
Diet
tinge
Coke.
of guilt about drinking Diet Coke. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. Drink Diet Coke. It's only one life. I like that.
But I mean, I like it too, but in a way where I think that's the worst thing that you could do to advertise Diet Coke.
That's great.
Diet Coke because I can.
You're not going to stop drinking Diet Coke. Just, drink Diet Coke.
I had Crystal Pepsi. They did a re-release of it.
I had it at the time.
Little, I feel like a year or two ago. And it was not great.
It's very weird. I haven't had it recently enough to really. I mean, I remember, like, if you close your eyes, it tastes like Coke. That's the way I remember it.
Crystal Pepsi tastes
Or,
like
well, it
Coke?
tastes like Pepsi.
No, it's like a Spritey kind of thing.
I think that's just your mind playing
I
tricks
think
on you.
you're remembering it wrong.
Well, I could be thinking of something else. What was the Coke equivalent? Coke, Clear, Pepsi, Coke, Crystal. I don't know.
Have you had New Coke? Was that a
Mm.
thing when you were a youngin'?
I think it was barely a thing, but I was too young to register it.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, you've got 10 years on me, so you got to enjoy a lot of things that I.
Most
too
of the
young
stuff
to
in the
remember.
50s and the Back to the Future movies I experienced firsthand. Yeah.
That's good.
I voted for Reagan even though I was way too young.
Yeah. You're a big Reagan guy.
I'm a huge Reaganite. I'm a real fan of Reaganomics.
Aren't we all?
All
All right, I think I'll give it another spritz over here.
Yeah, as with all Jackbox streams, when we start talking about Ronald Reagan, it's probably time to end it. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a larva. So I think I told you, I saw a tip. So the larvae become moths, and the moths eventually make more larvae, which you want to happen. But the tip was, it's not a bad idea to keep one larva in your inventory, because then it won't evolve into a moth. And so if you find a day where you suddenly have all moths and no larvae,
Oh shit.
you still can feed
Why
the
would they
things.
put you in that situation?
Why is this game anything? It's the
Yeah.
fucking weirdest game in the world.
What the fuck?
Ugh.
I like how this game tries to trick me.
I like it as well. Before we go, you know what the last thing we should do is look at some fan art, because we have a very Seaman related piece
Yes.
of fan art that came in the other day that I really think we should check out. We're going to see a new You Don't Know Jack soon, even as part of the next party pack. Again, nothing to say about it. As we've said before, we still like Jack and we'll do something with Jack in the future, almost certainly, but nothing to say at the
We're
time.
putting all our efforts into Monster Seeking Monster.
We're doing
add-ons.
Monster Seeking Monster DLC. That's our
Yep.
our whole thing. Okay. You see, tag it on Twitter. We're about to look. All right, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you fucking finished with this?
I've been finished for. How long have we tried this for?
Well,
Like
save it in.
over a month.
I've got to change the thing, so save your Dreamcast.
Oh.
Gotta switch over to the
I will
computer.
do that.
Would you like to save and end the session?
All right. An incompatible audio signal. That doesn't sound right. I gotta fix this. Mike change the wiring back there.
Monster still confuses me. LOL. Me as well. And I
You worked.
did all the art for it. I'm gonna turn the power off.
Go for it.
Yeah, we named him Mayonnaise. I already forgot that. So
Mayonnaise the
thank
Seaman.
you, Stott.
Not the pronunciation mayonnaise, but mayonnaise. Can you log in there?
Yes.
Ben's in the chat.
Is he?
Lemon, we saw your drawing of Andy for his birthday. It was really cool. That was shared around in Slack.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I love Microsoft Edge is the best browser.
Yes, according to Microsoft Edge.
Are we logged in?
No, but you can just search. Is there a search? You just search hashtag Jackbox stream and it'll probably come up. Make that bad boy full screen.
One word.
Yes. It's a hashtag, Owen. Put a hashtag in front of it or
I
it
don't
won't
fucking
work.
know Twitter. So I guess we'll do latest then.
Yeah. All right, that's probably fine. Okay. Bam from Of Hauntings. That is the rendition of the moment we first saw the blood sucking, which was, I'm still getting over it. And it's still not, I was babysitting and they started sucking blood this weekend, and I was still not ready to see it.
Yeah.
I've seen it 3 or 4 times now. So thank you so much for Of Hauntings. That is beautiful.
I love it, and I already miss the facial hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She captured a very specific time in your life, which I'm
Yeah.
happy about. I wish that I could make this my Twitter profile, but I've the last 3 Of Hauntings drawings have been my Twitter profile, and I just have to slow down on changing it every time she draws something. But it's fucking rad.
I love the Regis.
Yeah, and Regis in the background. For a second, when I first saw it, I was like, "Who's that?" Oh. And then I think Yuxi has something. I think if you hit left, right, maybe not. Oh, that's awesome.
There. Oh, awesome.
Sweet jamming out octopus.
You know, it's funny. When I was doing the art for Monster, our host, the tentacle thing was every different time you play the game, it was supposed to be like a different.
Oh, different
arm.
hand.
So but we didn't have time in the end, so it just kind of stuck as
Oh, that's really
tentacles.
funny.
But you wouldn't. It would be all over the place. You wouldn't actually even be able to fathom what this thing looks
this
like.
unknowable Lovecraftian creature. That's really funny.
But
I really like that when the tentacle adjusts the picture frame, a little bit of slime
yeah,
falls down. That's really my favorite.
yeah, that was animated by our own Hector.
Hector?
Yeah.
What a guy. Hector Padilla. Amazing artist and working on really fucking cool stuff for this year as well. Well, I think that'll do it. Thanks so much, guys. We will see you tomorrow for Thursday Blurs Day, which I guess is what we're calling that stream now, where we play Jackbox games. And,
Did Warren come up with that?
no, I did.
What is it?
Thursday Blurs Day with Jackbox.
All right, tune in for Streaman with Seaman tomorrow at some point before that stream.
And Friday Guespionage over lunch. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.